What does it mean to protect the pack? Here's the game plan we're using to keep infection at bay. First, we're going to wear masks. Second, we're going to socially distance. Third, we're going to take part in daily health screenings. And finally, we will be participating in contact tracing. You're going to participate in a daily health screening and contact tracing via an app called SaferMe. If you were on campus last quarter, you're very familiar with all of this. Every morning, you will use a SaferMe app to complete a daily health screening report. It takes about 10 seconds. You will show this completed health screening report on your device at a campus health check-in station to receive the daily health pass that will allow you to be on campus. Even if you're not going to be on campus, everyone, students, faculty, staff, have to complete the screening report daily in SaferMe, even on the weekends. If you miss a day submitting the form, you're going to get a reminder email. Repeatedly failing to report symptoms will trigger a discussion with HR if you're faculty or staff, or with Student Life Office if you're a student. If you are going to be on campus, you'll need to show your health pass to your professor in each class, every day. If you're working on campus, you must also show your current health pass to your work supervisor each time you start a shift. Throughout the day, the SaferMe app will keep a log of the people you have come in contact with throughout the day. This data is going to be used by our COVID-19 response director to determine who should be quarantined if someone in your circle of friends or somebody in one of your classes becomes sick. The app never stores location data about you. It only records the proximity and length of time you've been in contact with someone who also has the app. If you want to learn more about how contact tracing will work and how we're going to be committed to keeping your data private, visit wallawalla.edu/contact-tracing. Listen, this is all a big deal. Remember, if you test positive for COVID-19, any person that you have been close to for a total of 15 minutes over a 24-hour period will have to be quarantined. Masks, social distancing, daily health screening, contact tracing, none of these 4 things on their own will stop COVID-19. We know that. But when you combine all of them, we will be able to quickly identify and stop infection before it spreads. That's the goal here. You are the first line of defense against the virus. And when you're enrolled as a Walla Walla University student, you agreed to live by these COVID-19 protocols. These protocols apply to you all the time, even when you're not on campus. These rules mean that instead of jumping into a car with friends to get takeout from the tech, you're going to designate one person to drive into town alone and bring that stuff back to you and your friends. And you're going to need to keep your mask on and practice social distancing even when you're downtown grabbing a treat from the patisserie or coffee perk or wherever. These rules mean you shouldn't be inviting lots of friends over to your house or to your apartment. Keep it to just you and your roommate. Use Teams or FaceTime or something else more creative in order to add more friends to the group. These rules apply on the Portland campus as well, and they mean that you need to submit your daily health screening on the SaferMe app every day, even if you're not going to class, even if your clinical site will screen you again when you get there. These rules apply when you're picking up groceries at Walmart. These rules apply when you're walking around Bennington Lake with a friend. These rules apply when you're blading down Whitman with a friend. These rules apply everywhere. These things can all feel restrictive for everybody, and to some extent, they are. But it's important to remember that this is not a normal year. We are so blessed to be here together on campus right now, and to maintain that privilege, we got to work together and protect each other. Well, when it comes to COVID, we don't want you to only survive, but thrive. Check out these stories from students who have found creative ways to make COVID quarter work for them.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
And I'm McKenna.
So the 3rd week of school, McKenna and I decided to voluntarily self-quarantine ourselves to keep ourselves and all of our friends safe.
Some of the things we've done together during this time are cooking, baking, and watching TV shows and movies together.
So we also decorated our apartment for the seasons just to make it feel cozier and more comfortable, so that way we wouldn't feel as cooped up or confined.
My name's Drew Irvine. I'm Paul Tucker. One way that we like to stay active on campus is to play pickleball. We love to play pickleball in the gym during our PE time, like now, or at local parks, or during open gym night.
During fall quarter, I stayed active by registering for open slots at the WEC. Cardio, studio, circuit, the pool, the annex, and a couple more. All you have to do is wear your mask while you're working out, stay pretty much socially distanced, and spray down your equipment after you're done using it. Another way I stayed physically active during fall quarter was by joining intramurals. Now, they didn't have the normal intramurals like usual, but we had cornhole and tennis, and it was so fun.
Hey guys, my name is Micah Naukrinen, and one way I stayed active during fall quarter is by simply getting outside. Hiking and backpacking is mainly what I did on the weekends. We went backpacking in the Wallowas. There's also the Blue Mountains, which are literally right outside of Walla Walla. They're pretty good for just about like anything you can think of. Like, I mean, you've got Bluewood, the ski area that's pretty close to here. You can go snowshoeing, sledding. Personal plans that I have going into winter quarter, I plan on doing a lot more skiing, hopefully, and also maybe dabble in some like backpacking in the snow, maybe hiking. Just, there's so much you can do.
Hi, I'm Sienna, and I'm a Vespers leader this year. There are lots of online services for Vespers as well as other worship services around campus, like dorm worships, fireside, things like that. So make sure that you guys come and worship with us. That is one thing that we can still do together, even if we are distanced, and that is a big blessing.
What's up, guys? My name is Zach Maycumber. I am the ASVU Social VP, and I just want to let you know about a few things we are doing next quarter. First off, Battle of the Bands, one of the biggest events of the year, is still happening, although it's going to look a little bit different this year. Secondly, we've got a lot of virtual events planned, including ASVU SNL, which will be a fun one. We've got some skits for you. We've got, another couple other game nights coming, a couple random pop-ups here on campus since all of us will be here, so keep an eye out for that, and I'm excited for everyone to be back winter quarter.
No matter how creative you are, it's likely that eventually, at some point, everything is going to start to get to you this quarter. I mean, we've been living in this alternate reality for almost a year now. If at any point you start to feel overwhelmed, lonely, anxious, depressed, or just plain sad, you have to reach out. There are so many ways that you can do this, but what's important is that you just pick one and that you do it. No matter who you reach out to, we can help you get the help that you need. You can reach out to me in the chaplain's office. You can reach out to your work supervisor. You can reach out to any one of your teachers. You can connect with our counseling department. My friend Michelle Naden is the director of that department, and she has some advice to help keep up your mental health this quarter.
I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that everyone's mental health is super stressed these days with COVID. We're less connected than we'd like, and school feels so different than what we're used to. All of these factors can have us feeling anxious, unmotivated, lonely, and sad. So how do we relate with ourselves and each other when we're feeling these things? Here are a few basic, easy-to-do suggestions. First, sleep. Not only does sleep help to restore our energy, it helps to keep our immune system working so we'll stay well. Second, develop routines. It is easier to keep motivated when we have routines for eating, working, sleeping, and for relaxing too. Even if you don't have to keep these routines, you'll feel better if you do. Third, move. Moving helps you to feel more awake, happier, and moving your body helps you move through hard emotions too. Whether it be a quick walk or just a big stretch between classes, don't forget to move often. Fourth, connect. Reach out to a friend in a real and genuine way. Be willing to say how you're doing and ask them how they're doing too. And finally, we want you to know that we have resources to help support you. Download Talk Campus from the App Store today. All you need is your Walla Walla email, and you can talk with anyone, anytime, about anything, confidentially. The U at College platform is yours to customize as a Walla Walla University student, and you can sign up for it and get resources about anything you're struggling with. You can also speak with a therapist here at the Counseling Center, either by virtual walk-ins Monday through Thursday, or you can fill out an application online to begin a relationship with a motivational coach or a therapist. All that information can be accessed through the counseling page on the website. And remember, you're not alone. Just reach out and find us ready to connect with you.
In just a few days, winter quarter is going to begin, and it will be time to put all of this into practice. In order for us to stay together, we have to stay vigilant. We have to hold each other accountable because we care about each other. To be clear, we're not advocating shaming anybody. This is about caring for each other. Wearing a mask says, I care about you. It's not about protecting yourself. It's about willingly enduring a tiny inconvenience to care for the people that are around us. Obviously, it can be awkward to tell a friend to put their mask back on, but it's more awkward when that friend spreads COVID to others. When you're with someone who has forgotten to put their mask on or is standing a little too close, all you've got to say is, hey, look, protect the pack. We all know what that means. We all understand what you mean, and we can move on. No need to linger on the issue. Here's an example of how that can work.
Hey, don't forget to protect the pack.
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, bro, do me a solid. Protect the pack.
Oh, you ready? You ready? Not bad.
Protect the pack.
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 And one last thing, protect the pack. No, but seriously, complete your save for me. Wash your hands, wear your mask. Thank you.
Protecting the pack is so important to us. And that means that if you're not able to follow these protocols, there's going to be consequences. Choosing to ignore these safety measures jeopardizes your place as a Walla Walla University student. If you choose to not wear your mask, to ignore social distancing, to skip the daily health screenings every day in Safe For Me, to deliberately manipulate your symptom report, to not report COVID-19 exposure, or to walk around campus without your own current health pass, you're willfully endangering your community. These actions are considered a violation of our COVID-19 Code of Conduct, and that triggers a discussion with the Student Life Conduct Board. We don't take any of this lightly, and neither should you. We want everyone to be here. We believe that you're part of this pack, but if you endanger the pack, there has to be consequences for your choices. If you have questions about any of this or want to review this video, you can find more information and a place to ask questions at wallawalla.edu/coronavirus. Thanks so much for your attention and for putting into practice what it means to truly protect the pack. Next up, our COVID-19 director, Dr. Carrie Firestone, is going to provide some specifics on what the process looks like if you do get sick.